Hi everyone, Emma Goode here from 24 Fingers. I'm here today with the brilliant Greg Rawles of Creative Fire Agency. Good afternoon, Greg.
Afternoon, Emma.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good that now you've got the banner up. I had a bit of trouble being vertically challenged to put my roller banner up, so I needed Greg, so thank you very much. Right, let's kick off. Greg, what's your favourite word?
Oh, my favourite word. Well, you did run a competition a little while back.
Oh, you won.
Well, that was an alternative favourite word. I thought I'd go a little bit left field and pulled out Tara Salata.
All the A's.
All the A's. But if we're going to keep it sensible...
no, never.
Well, no, that's the alternative. But I would say work-related passion, perhaps, is a word that I like to sort of use quite a lot.
In life and in work.
Yeah.
So, what gets you up in the morning? That passion again?
Yeah, passion for what I do. Just the thought of making a difference to businesses on a creative level, and just the flexibility of my work. Obviously now that I've been running a business now for a couple of years, and it's that sort of ownership of time and being able to decide how I do things and manage everything.
It's important to you, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really important thing, and I definitely have a massive drive for it as well.
Brilliant. So, what do you truly, honestly think of social media?
Well, I think on a business level, I think it's absolutely fantastic. You can't really imagine what it used to be like without social media.
During the war, it was awful.
People are so heavily reliant on it now, and it's just become a way of life. I would say, personally, on a personal level, I'm not a huge fan of it. I would say that
I'm dragging you though, aren't I?
Yeah, I think maybe it's got a place in life now. If you are using it for business, then it's a part of your life. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use it on a personal level, but I think with lots of stuff that's been going on with mental health and that's kind of going off on a different tangent. But,
no, we're talking about that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, so it does have its drawbacks, but on a business level, definitely, I think it's fantastic.
So, Greg, Kindles or books?
Well, the short answer would be books. I'm very much a traditionalist. I think the tangibility of a book, there's just something about it, putting a bookmark in that you can't get with a Kindle. I'm not a huge reader. I should be. I need to be. But if I was to purchase something, it's always going to be, I'm always going to go on Amazon and purchase the actual physical copy.
Yeah, on the same as you can see.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is the biggest challenge to your industry right now? So, creative arts, graphic design?
I would say there's quite a big challenge trying to compete with, there's a lot of people, particularly on platforms like Facebook, there's a lot of people out there that claim to be designers, and they're prepared to do things for next to nothing. Problem with our industry is it's not regulated, so you have to pick your battles really. That we've kind of realised that for us, because we're a B2B business, Facebook's not so much a target platform, so we would sort of gear ourselves more towards LinkedIn. But it is a challenge to sort of rise above all those other competitors who have been designing for 6 months and then feel that they can offer everything that we offer. So.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you about Facebook not being a place to reach B2B decision makers, because people are people after all, but we'll have that debate afterwards. But I 100% agree with the experience and quality level, because we get the same. We get people saying, actually, my cousin's sister's boyfriend's daughter is going to do our social, and we know that they might know how to use Facebook or Instagram on a personal level, but they won't know how to effectively communicate a brand's message out on social media platforms. So 100% agree with you on that one. Greg, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
Several things, I think. I suppose in the latter part of education is when I kind of started to realise that I guess creativity was the area that I wanted to be in. Prior to that, I kind of went through phases. I think there was a period where I thought I want to be a journalist, and then there was a period where I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Oh, it was
completely. Well, I wouldn't say that. No, just certain things. You know, it interested me. I had an interest in nature and that kind of stuff. But it was then translating that into a career, and I didn't go to uni. I didn't want to go to uni, and kind of thought, well, that kind of helped me to make my decisions really, and. As I say,
I didn't want to go either.
No.
But if my son's listening and watching this, you will be getting your degree, my darling.
We have to, we should try and lead by example.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So what did lead you to your current career? I know that you worked in London agencies for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, I, well, sort of going back to the previous question really, I kind of realised, that there was one particular passion that I had, obviously, for, art. I think it started with the kind of fine art side of things. I realised I was quite good at it, the homework, getting it graded and stuff, and then graphic design came a little bit further down the line. I did that, studied that at GCSEs, and then it was probably one of the only subjects that I did really well at. So it's kind of like a no-brainer that that's what I was going to take forward to my A-levels, and then just kept the ball rolling really. Just then went to college to learn the sort of more digital side, because prior to that,
was you doing copy and paste stuff?
Yeah, it was all. I'd go into class at GCSEs for graphic design, and there were no computers at all on the desks, so everything was a pencil and paper, drafting, technical drawing, most of which I haven't really followed through to career, because everything's digital now. There is the occasional use for getting a pencil out and doing some sketching. One thing, in particular, I really want an iPad Pro at the moment, because I just think they're fantastic. And that's what I mean about everything's gone digital, and it's kind of like an amalgamation of the two. You are drawing, but you're drawing on the screen. So, but yeah, I guess the rest is history. Really, I kind of worked my way up the ladder. Started from the very bottom, moved around. Yeah, jumped from job to job, and slowly gained more experience. And eventually ended up where I am now, running my own business.
Boom.
Yeah.
So your favourite word was passion. Can you use it in a sentence?
You can't realise your dreams without having passion.
Very true. Now, can you make it rhyme?
Passion. Passion is my fashion.
Oh, well done, Greg. That was good. I was trying to wrap my brain down. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, I'm going through the alphabet.
Yeah, exactly. So, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Stay determined. Have belief in yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let the bosses get you down.
Fingers are Latin, so
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I have to ask myself.
I get that as a tattoo. Really.
What's the best thing anyone's ever done for you?
I'd say my parents have always been there for me. They've kind of helped to make what I'm doing now possible, because financially it's difficult, especially when you're kind of getting yourself off the ground. You've got lots of responsibilities to think about, and every month is different. Going back to when I was working in the city, roles like that, obviously being on the payroll, you haven't got to worry about that. It's kind of unconditional. You're going to get this.
No one tells you any of this, do they?
No. You don't really know what it's going to be like until you sort of experience it yourself. And every month is, as we all know as business owners, it fluctuates, and they've definitely helped me to kind of continue down that path and sort of help me sort of realise that dream. wouldn't have been able to do it without them, really.
Amazing. So you might not have had it yet, but what's been your career-defining moment so far?
I don't think I have had it, to be honest, but I feel like it's probably just got a hunch that it's not too far away, because, even if it isn't, you've got to have that belief that, that things are going to sort of materialise. And I do genuinely feel that we've got some traction now. We've started the year really well. We've had a busy few months, and things are starting to sort of pick up. Even on social media as well. There's been a few posts that I put out there, and we're finding that they're gaining more and more engagement. So
it's about consistency, isn't it, and doing it regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, if you won a big award of some kind, who do you thank?
Well, besides my parents, I think I'd have to thank my wife for putting up with me. She's always been there for me, and being completely open. There have been the ups and downs. There've been sort of the good months and the bad months, and she knows how important this is to me. So she's kind of shared that belief, and she's stood by me basically, and kind of cut me a lot of slack. I think there's obviously late nights sometimes. We've got 2 children, and she kind of, as I say, cuts me slack when they get the kids ready for bed. She knows I might have a deadline, and it really does.
Good teamwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, talking about time, can you give us a time saver of the day if you've got any? I've seen your notes and you put my notepad to shame, but Greg, for anybody that doesn't know him, is very organised and very detailed man.
Yeah, I think that's kind of, a lot of people would know what you're talking about there.
Is it all good? It's all good?
Yeah, I'm quite a, maybe an obsessive list maker. My sister actually bought me, she personalised a notebook one year for Christmas, and just put on the cover that I love lists. I love lists. Maybe I'll sometimes even make lists about lists. I don't know, but that's that. I find it's my way of saving a bit of time. Yeah,
okay.
Sort of playing every day.
So where do you see your industry in 24 months?
As I mentioned before, it's very digital led now. We as a business work in print and digital, and there is still a demand for print,
yes,
particularly with certain markets. But digital's just massive at the moment. You can see from social media, video as well. And I just think it's going to continue down that path, and that is not necessarily going to mean that print is going to shrink, but I think digital is just going to continue to grow. More so, social media, as I say, video as well.
So where were you 24 months ago?
24 months ago. 24 months ago. So it's February, isn't it? 24 months ago,
Tuesday.
round about.
Is it Tuesday? Yeah.
Round about this point, I was handing my notice in.
Is she?
Yeah, I was. So I'd had the conversations with Julie, my partner in the business, and who founded the business. We'd had conversations a few months prior to that, and then I just kind of decided that this was the right time to do it, and I just thought, what the hell am I doing? I'm just throwing away a decent paid job, security, but there was so much more to it than that. The pressure.
It's about the lifestyle as well.
The lifestyle, and as I
said
at the beginning, the flexibility of everything. It just,
And I know we spoke a couple of weeks ago, and you said months, I don't know, you were at school play, or you were something at school, and I remember finishing the text message thinking how great that you've managed to make that.
Yeah, I think that was my son's nativity actually,
It was a few months ago, didn't you?
Yeah, and exactly that. It's things like that I know you just, they're priceless. You can't, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And I'm almost taking it for granted now how much I am able to see my children.
No,
my
it's
wife.
lovely.
It's I wouldn't sort of have it any other way now.
Yeah,
so.
very good.
Yeah.
So, what's an interesting fact about Creative Fire?
Well, we haven't always been Creative Fire, we actually rebranded last year, and Ben Design was the kind of creation of my business partner Julie. She founded the business, and it was actually named after her pet cat.
As you do.
As you do. So we kind of rolled with that for a little while, but then it became a little bit tricky because people started calling me Ben, and I had to explain to them that it was named after a pet cat, and Julie was on board with it in terms of changing the name of the brand. So we kind of come up with something completely different that we felt would grow. We could grow with the business, because that's intentionally that's what we're after.
Cool. So if you could have a 24-minute Skype chat with anyone living or dead, who would it be?
I would say there are a number of people who are not with us anymore that I could have a Skype chat with. Quite highbrow, like Leonardo da Vinci or Elon Musk. Oh no, see, Elon Musk is with us, sorry. Leonardo da Vinci or Thomas Edison. Could go down the cliched route of, I'd say, Elon Musk, Richard Branson. I think someone like Alan Sugar would be quite good, because I like his wheeler dealer mentality. He started off from the very bottom, selling abstract computers out of the back of a van.
Look where he is now.
Ice cream vans and stuff, and look where he is now. I don't think I'll be putting my name down to be the apprentice just yet, but
You're hired.
he's quite an inspiring individual.
Cool. So what's one word you'd like people to describe you with?
I think I'm quite a determined person. If I get an idea in my head, then I will stick with that idea and try and make it work. Determination, I think, is a good representation.
Cool. Would you mind taking a selfie for us? Well, you and I can do that in a minute.
Absolutely.
What's been your favourite social media campaign? Is there one that's kind of grabbed your attention?
There was one last year, and the reason I remember it is because it was a collaboration between two businesses that I've had the pleasure of working on, both past and present. So that was Age UK, is one of our clients at the moment, and Cadbury's is a client that I have had the pleasure of working with earlier in my career.
I can think of worse clients to work with than Cadbury's.
No, that's good. And they came together to put together a campaign called Donate Your Words, and I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but it's they managed to find a clever way of removing assets from the Cadbury's packaging, all the wording.
They took out the logo, didn't they?
Yeah, they took out the logo, and I think the reason why I found that quite powerful is because even after removing, really sort of fundamental parts of the brand, you could still identify. Which
it says, that's the secret of a great brand, isn't it?
Absolutely,
you kind of strip everything back, but you still knew it was Cadbury's.
Yeah, there's some real sort of top brands out there like that now. Apple, Nike, they're all doing that. They're all sort of stripping back, and you can identify that brand straight away. So that sort of resonates.
We'll be there next year.
Yeah.
What's one quote that defines your work ethic?
I don't know, I have a quote specifically that's well known, but if I made one up, it would be along the lines of kind of what I've said already in terms of not giving up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Always have belief in yourself. And
I could add, life's better with a list.
Life's better with a list. You can't live without lists.
So, what's been the best part of your day? Well, you can live without a list, but your life would be quite erratic.
Yeah, I'm not a very spontaneous person, I should say. What has been the best part of my day? Always getting up and getting on with a new day and not knowing what's in store. But specifically today was quite good because I've been keeping my eye on the last thing I posted on LinkedIn. I had a networking event yesterday and kind of become a little bit obsessive, as I'm sure you maybe as well, with social media, in terms of keeping an eye on the sort of engagement that you're getting from it. And I always have a kind of a target really to see if you know, if I can get sort of 1,000+ views on a post, then I feel like it's a success. And this one has. So it was nice to see. So it's given me a bit of a buzz.
Yeah. Finally, anything to plug?
Yes, we've recently launched a new subscription retainer style package for Creative Fire, which we've called Creative Time.
Love that.
That's what it says on the tin. Really, it's you know, you buy the time, a monthly package, but the difference is with ours is unlike a lot of conventional packages out there that we feel are a bit outdated. You don't lose any of the time that you pay for. You get to roll over the time essentially. I
think it's great, especially for SMEs without design departments, to know that they've got your experience and your resource on tap without having to go out and employ somebody. I think that's a genius product. And,
it's that value aspect that we're really trying to push and kind of show people that you don't need to sort of spend all that money to have someone in house if you're a sort of small to medium sized business. This is a solution essentially.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's the end of my questions. Greg, it's been great to talk to you today. Thank you very much.
You too. Thanks very much. Thank you.